Hello and welcome to this edition of OwlSports Update. I'm Riley Loula alongside Justine Bachman. After upsetting number 2 seed Georgetown and number 7 seed San Diego State, Florida Gulf Coast will travel to Arlington, Texas to take on number 2 seed Florida on Friday, March 29th. The last time these two teams met was on December 10th, 2008, with Florida taking a 94-60 victory in Gainesville. While Scooty's offensive production is the team's best this season, players and coaches find most of his consistency on the defensive side of the court. Temple football's record book was sent back to the printers over the weekend. The Owls traveled to West Point to take on Army and put on an offensive display never before seen by the faithful on North Broad.
Coming up in the show, we'll hear from one Temple basketball player whose head is definitely in the game.
But first, Steve Adazio's resignation. Some may be taken by surprise. Adazio has accepted the head coaching position at Boston College, replacing Frank Spaziani, who led BC to a 2-9 record this season. Coming up, just about the entire Temple football record book needs to be changed after the Owls weekend matchup at Army. But right now, we start off things with a little home cooking on the hardwood. The lacrosse team is off to a fast start this season, going 2-0 and scoring 26 goals in the process. Coach Bonnie Rosen has a young squad, but expectations are high. The Temple women's lacrosse team jumped out to a 5-0 record in 2012, only to see its season end at 9-8. But the players still hold high expectations for this year after a 2-0 start.
My expectations are for this team to do a lot better than we did last year. I think we have a totally different team this year.
Being a Temple University team, we're always expecting the best. We're not really looking at last year. We are a new team this year. We have 13 new freshmen. We return a core group of people. We're just ready to go after this year and see all it can be.
Although the team has one of its biggest rosters in program history, with 29 players, the 13 freshmen stand out tremendously on a team that hopes to make immediate impact on the season.
Their numbers already make an impact, personality on the team, numbers on the team.
You know, there's a different mentality when you're coming in for the first time. That's, you know, it's impossible to lose for you. Like, it's not an option.
Temple will host Lehigh and Lafayette at Giese Field before taking a road trip to California over spring break to take on Stanford, USC, and San Diego State.
The last time we went out to California in 2008 was the year that we won our A-10 championship, and I would credit a lot of that championship play to have come out of what we learned on our trip. So we're certainly hoping to get out there, see some great competition, hopefully walk away 3-0 on the trip, and be a much better team when we come back.
The Owls will have 2 remaining home matches before packing their bags for California, looking to extend their dominance to the West Coast. Reporting for OwlSports Update, I'm Riley Loula. Back to you guys in the studio. This game was Temple's first of the season against a nationally ranked team. It's a different level of football, and Temple fans appear ready for the change. 3 games into the Big East schedule, with 2 wins, the transition to the Big East seems to be progressing smoothly.
Well, there's a whole lot of excitement around campus. The whole Temple Made campaign has really been big, and it's got everyone hyped up. Everyone's excited for the Big East. And
MAC conference was great, but you get more excitement out of the Big East, both championship series.
As Temple has begun its campaign at conference play, fans are excited for the future of Owls football.
Young team, so you're building for the future. And they have a coach that's very excitable, loves the players. I mean, that's just great for Temple.
It started on Saturday with a loss to Rutgers, and it won't get any easier with Pittsburgh, Louisville, and Cincinnati on the way.
I'm a very proud Rutgers alumni, and I welcome any opportunity to come to a game, but it's particularly nice to come to Philly here. It's close to home, yet you can feel that rivalry.
I'm absolutely stoked to be here in Philly checking out the game. I hear you guys got like 20,000 fans of your own. You guys have been doing a lot of, ramping up the game.
With 4 conference games to go, 2 against ranked opponents, the Owls have the opportunity to make an immediate impact in the Big East this season.
listen, I mean, what's better than this? This is absolutely beautiful. We're now in the big time again. We're exactly where we belong. East Coast football, big time. Let's go TU.
The Temple women's volleyball team has a unique roster consisting of players from all over the world.
I mean, if you look at our team, it's like China, Germany, California, Texas.
One such player, Gabriella Matautia, has played high school volleyball in both South Korea and her native Hawaii before coming to Temple.
My mom was still active duty, so when she got moved around, we kind of went with her. And I played varsity both freshman and sophomore year on Seoul American High School. And during my high school career, she had the choice to retire, so she wanted to go back to why I retired back at home.
Gabriella's native culture certainly isn't lost on her teammates.
Off the court, she's just like silly, like sings all the time. Her Hawaiian music is always dancing to it.
I think the main unique aspect of her is being from Hawaii and being a free spirit, probably.
But her laid-back attitude doesn't follow her onto the court.
She works hard, you know, and she wants to do well, you know. Those are really good qualities to have.
As Gabriella continues to improve, so does the team, who is off to its best start since 2002, winning 8 out of its last 9 matches.
Since my freshman year, we've definitely become more of a team, and it just makes all the difference. Like working together, we trust each other, and we rely on each other, and in the end, you know, we get the results that we want.
Reporting for OwlSports Update, I'm Riley Loula.